Alright, here is my first deck profile video. I'm going to do deck profiles of whoever wins my locals every weekend, and here we go. I came in first this weekend with my Chaos Dragons, so I'm going to go over it right now. Lightsworn Engine consists of 3 Raikos. Pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of heroes at my locals, so I like to make Shining miss timing, and I don't like to give them +1s. So they recycle their monsters really easy. Plus it fuels my solar recharge engine. So 3 Lilas. I like to run a lot of back row hate because a lot of people side into back row for this deck, and if I main deck that, I can counteract anything they possibly have main decked, and then game 2 side deck I can side into more back row hate if I have to, or I already have it mained. I have actually 10 answers for back row main decked. It's 3 Raiko, 3 Lila, 3 MST, and a Storm. Then I side into Twisters for like Prohibitions or macros or defissures, so it's good.
Twisters are great.
Yeah. 3 Pulsars because he's a boss. Obvious choice for the deck. I mean, I can't really think of any other way to explain it. He's just amazing. 3 Eclipse Wyverns. I'm actually considering dropping it to 2 just because I don't like dead drawing them in my hand. They're not really ever dead in hand, but when I do draw them, it kind of sucks. And I don't like normal summoning them very much, but possibly 2. Plus, I don't have very many targets. I only run 3 targets for these, so possibly drop to 2. 2 Dark Flares. Like I said, there's a lot of heroes, a lot of Dark Worlds, and a lot of Insectors at my locals. So I like to go really heavy on the monster removal from graveyard, which is what we'll see here in a couple seconds when I explain why I don't run very many Veilers. So I only run 2 Rare Darkness Metals. I don't know. I just really didn't like 3 because 2 always seemed to work out perfect for me, so I don't really need to go past it. I run 2 DD Crows main decked, but like I said, there's heroes, Dark Worlds, and Insectors. Insectors is the only one where Veiler's better, but Crow isn't necessarily bad against the deck either. But Dark Worlds and Heroes, Crow is way better than Veiler, unless there's something their Stratos or their Trance Archfiend. So DD Crow is the obvious choice for me. 2 Chaos Sorcerers, because Sorcerer is amazing, and he removes shit from play that you want, like Zen Mains and such. 2 Divine Dragon Apocryph. This guy's amazing. I bait out Veilers with him and then remove for Darkness Metal, or I successfully do it and get a Dark Armored back to my hand or something, so strongly suggest running him. He's amazing. Plus he's a Dark, so yeah. 2 Card Troopers. Easy mill engine, and I like to have the floaters in the deck too. Plus it lets me double KO with Thunder Kings and such, which kind of affect me, and Roaches. 1 Gores, because he's Gores, he's badass. BLS, same thing, but he's way more badass. 1 Effect Veiler, because like I said, there's the random Insectors that I play and stuff like that, but I prefer the DD Crows over this. I side the 2nd Veiler, but Veiler's not as necessary at my locals. 1 Dark Armed, because he's Dark Armed. He's Dad, you don't mess with Dad. 1 Axe Dragonaut. I actually really like him because he's the same as the Card Trooper for me. He's an easy answer to Thunder Kings and to Roach. I might drop the 3rd Wyvern for a 2nd Dragonaut just because I really like him. I think he's really good. 3 MSTs, explained earlier when I was talking about the back row hate, because I like to prevent my opponent from being able to stop any of my plays, so I run 10 main decked cards to stop that. 3 Solar Recharges, just a draw / mill engine for the deck. Yesterday at the locals, it really only worked for me in 1 match, which was in finals, so it wasn't that good of a card. Thinking about dropping them for maybe, well, I don't really want to run defensive because the deck's really aggressive, period, but I don't know, something better. Future Fusion, because it's Future Fusion, it's a boss. Anybody that doesn't run it in Dragons is stupid. I don't care if they want a YCS, they're stupid. Dark Hole, because it's Dark Hole. Heavy Storm, because it's Heavy Storm. Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn. DDR, it's really cool for easier access to the Darkness Metal. Let's say you milled a Pulsar and a Wyvern, and you have no other Chaos option to get to your Darkness Metal right away, or you don't have a Dragon active. You can just DDR, ditch it, or let's say you have a Pulsar in hand and a remove from play Darkness Metal. You can always just DDR, ditch the Pulsar for Darkness Metal, bring back the Pulsar. It's really good, really good tech. And then charge the Light Brigade because it mills and searches stuff I want. Back row hate, shining poppers, and recharge targets. That's it for the main deck. Let's go into extra. We're going to start off with my super sweet Gores token. Look at this. Yeah, that's an ulti Dark Paladin. This guy right here. Anytime Gores was out, I'd confuse my opponent and be like, boom, he's at like 3,500. Look at all the dragons in my graveyard. I wouldn't really do that, but this guy's amazing. Pretty. Yeah. Extra deck. Gaia Dragon, because everybody likes to stall me out with Reaper, and then I'm like, hello Reaper, how's it going? My name's Mr. Gaia Dragon. That's why he's there. Exit Beetle, because who doesn't like Scrap Dragon? Atum. You see in one of the videos that I posted earlier how I won in finals with this, game 2. It's really amazing. So I just go double Pulsar for Darkness Metal, pull it out. Kind of the same way Heretics do it, but with Pulsars instead. Strike Bouncer, because you make it in sectors, you win. Focus Force. Force Focus, other way around. This one right here actually won me quite a few games against heroes, because they would go like make a Shining and think I couldn't get over it, and I'd go double Pulsar and boom, negate Shining's effect, swing over it. So this guy's really, really good. I don't make rank 5s as much, but I like to keep just the basic ones in there. Besides, I'm supposed to be running an Ardreas too, but I don't like Ardreas as much as these two. I like this one because it's kind of a stall factor that pops things, which is cool. And then I like this one a lot because I hate back row, like I said, and I already main deck 10 answers. This is number 11 if I need to make it. Utopia Ray because he's clutch as fuck. Utopia because he stalls. Maestroke because he stalls out heroes really, really well. They can't really get over it. They don't get to draw off a spark. They can't super poly it. I can book a moon their big monsters and get over them. So he's really, really good. Stardust because Stardust. There was an opportunity a couple tournaments ago where I didn't have Stardust in my extra deck, and I had Gore's Effect Veiler, and Stardust would have won me the game, but I didn't have it in my extra deck, and so I'll never drop him again. Exploder Dragonwing because he's clutch. Pulsar and a Veiler with this guy wins you the game, so he's really badass. Brio because he's Brio. He gets rid of problems like Zen mains easy. Catastor because there's been a takeoff of the Lancer, the Sea Lancer frogs at my locals, and I was trying to think about like how many main deck outs do I have for an Obelisk the Tormentor, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a Catastor because Divine is not dark. Yes. 5 God Dragon because I run Future Fusion, so I obviously have to. 5-headed, excuse me, because I run Future Fusion, so I obviously have to. So that's the extra deck. Side deck. I side Decrees. I don't really know why I sided Decrees because I never sided them in, but they were in the side deck. I don't know. Chainburn. There you go. Boom. Fossil Dynas. Fossil Dynas are there because literally Sea Lancer frogs only outs a Mother Grizzly, and Heretics they're only outs a Dark Hole or a Tori. Against Heretics, they just get butt fucked by this thing. This thing's amazing. Chain Disappearances for windups and Insectors because there's a lot of both of those in my locals. Thunder Kings because it stalls heroes out. Well, it stalls out every deck that exceeds, because it's Thunder King. That's why. That's my explanation. Thunder King. Bottomlesses were for Heretics, Dark Worlds, and Heroes. Really, really good. Just removes from play their stuff. It's good stuff. Twisters for the extra. Twisters are for the extra back row hate, just in case I need it. I didn't really feel I needed it hardly ever. Although I did side them in one game. Somebody played Prohibition on my Darkest Metal and I twistered it and it won me the game, so Twister's good. And Compulse. Compulses were definitely the clutch card for me. You see how I win against the Reaper in finals on one of my videos earlier with this Compulse where I had Pulsar, Darkness Metal, Gaia Dragon, and then another Pulsar. And I swung and it was a Reaper, and then he was like, haha, I get to live for a turn. I Compulse his Reaper and swing for game, and then he reveals his hand and he has a Smashing and a Dark Hole, so he would have just raped my whole field. So this right here won me the game. Then the second Effect Veiler for the random Insectors that I play. I mean, there's not as much at my locals, but this is just in case. I think I decided this in against windups and Insectors, so it was good. Just to bring up my main deck count to 2. So it's really good.
You need a gamble.
So that is my deck profile from this weekend. I'll probably play the same deck again next weekend, which is our box tournament. And I will try and do a deck profile for whoever wins. Hopefully I can win again because I won the the 2 in a row. Then I lost, and then I didn't enter the next one. Then this is the 4th one. So hopefully I win this one again, and I'll post a video, and I will try and do videos of the top 8 decks. So thanks for watching.